Hey, Tawala Masandawana, welcome to another amazing episode of the Pitchside podcast. And as usual, the lineup is amazing. I've got the center of the middle. Domi.
Center of the middle. Wow.
I could have heard that commentator say that.
Come on.
Are in the center of the middle.
Okay.
They are knocking the ball around.
Nice.
You look amazing, man. I like your top.
Thank you. This is the new jersey.
Yeah?
It's gonna be worn in Africa.
Yebo.
Okay, we are in Africa, but I mean, you know?
Amazing, man.
Excuse me.
This jersey is available on the online store, so please check it out. Go in there, buy yourself, get one, support the boys, man. I mean, it's amazing. I like the color. It brings out your features.
My features? You mean my coffee color?
I get a no sonal glow, no more time
Oh
in the
yeah,
sun.
yeah. Actually, yeah. I went for my facials the other day.
Yeah,
but doesn't matter. The topic for another day.
They are calling you cute now. Even a little tattoo.
You're on my case. What's wrong with you? Don't worry. Yeah. Ever since I went to for my facials,
yeah,
there's two things that I've discovered about my face.
Yeah,
It's my real color is brown chocolate muffin. That's my real color.
Guys, please don't mind our
smooth.
surroundings. We are working in the gym here, and the guys are working out in the back. And brown chocolate muffin is a color.
Yeah, that's
okay, Mr. Brown
that's
chocolate
my skin
muffin.
color. Yeah.
Domi, change your focus now.
Yeah.
It's a new league in its entirety. It's also we're the first ones, and I think the only ones from South Africa that are playing in it. And it's one of the trophies on hand, you know, that we keep speaking about.
Yeah.
How do we go into this one? We're traveling to Angola for this one.
Well, these are big teams in the continent, and I think we can easily say we deserve to be there.
100%.
It's going to be a very difficult match.
Yeah.
We're playing a team that we know very well.
Yeah.
We played them quite some time, a lot of times.
5 times, yeah.
5 times. Sure. Yeah, and out of those 5 times, I can count, less than, a few wins are against them. But there is the team that is very stubborn. The Angolans, when they play the South Africans, it's always that... pride match, grudge match, whatever you may call them. We know them very well. They know us very well. It's going to be a match that we have to win. It's a must that we must win, so that we must be in the knockout stages.
Yeah, Atletico Pedro. The last time we played them, we lost 3-1. But this is now a different game altogether because it is the African Football League.
Yeah.
And it's knockouts. It's straight to knockouts. We don't pass anywhere, collect anything. Are we changing our mental approach on how we're going about it?
No. As a big team, unfortunately, you have to approach each match the same.
Yeah.
Not the same, but the same, because you are a big team. You are an aggressor. You have to attack. You have to make sure that you win the match. But you're playing against the other big teams in the continent as well. So it's very tricky then to apply yourself in that space. But I do believe that Mamelodi Sundowns, when they play their own game, it's always nice to see, and they always create chances. And as a team, when you create chances, you stand a chance of winning a football match.
And as well, we spoke about our congested fixture list, but now we're going to add travel time, which is a lot more. I mean, the furthest we travel locally is 2 hours, but now we've got to go to Angola. How big a part does that now play in the game?
For sure, players will be excited with this fixture. Because when you win, of course, you extend the calendar. There's a lot of football matches that you add on to the calendar.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's gonna be a stressful one, because then in that calendar you must add traveling as well. Oof. So traveling, it means you have to wait longer at the airport.
Yeah. Those days are gone.
Excuse me.
That thing is finished. Forget about that
really?
waiting. It's gone.
So we're no longer going to Ethiopia and wait for 12 hours there.
Direct flights now.
If that is the case, then new life, new world. Some nice life right there. Where's Peter?
Would you say, where's Peter? Is there at the back somewhere?
Pete? Oh no, I'll call him later.
Yeah.
He's enjoying life today. He's
Very much.
direct flight.
Scrum shots.
Wow.
Would you say that was the most frustrating part though? Was
For
the
sure.
travel time
For sure.
and the downtime that you have to wait?
Then you
at
have
the
to
airports?
wait at the airport. You have to, sometimes we wait longer, and as footballers we eat. Kadinako,
Yeah.
So there will be a time where you miss your meal because you're waiting at the airport. So you can't eat whatever because then it's against the preparation of the match. So I think if that is the case of direct flight, then the boys are really on the right space, because then they will be worrying about performing.
Yeah.
And performance is personal. So if you get that in control, I think you're gonna win the match.
Tell me, as a player though, does your mind change? Because you must remember now, you're playing the DSTV.
It does.
You're playing Knockout Cup, and now it's this one. Does the mentality change with the local games versus when you go into Africa, for example?
It doesn't change as much. It's just how you approach the matches.
Yeah.
It has to be different, because you're playing against different game models.
Yes.
Different teams, different players. So that gives you a little bit of how you should practice and challenge and train against those elements of the game.
Yes.
But more than anything, as a big team, you don't change how you play.
Yes.
You might maybe gather against the danger man that you're gonna face.
Yes.
As a big team, you always have to stick to how you play.
Yes.
Your game model has to be always on point in how you approach your matches. But I foresee the boys, adapting very well, because the worry for me was the traveling. So if you take care of the traveling and the performance,
Coach Rulani has always spoken about the style of play and keeping at it and not changing how we look. And so anybody even if we were to change and let's say everybody was wearing white, for example, you'd still be able to say that's a Mamelodi Sundowns team. How important does that then become as well moving into the African Football League?
The identity of the team has to remain in whatever you do. So I'm quite happy to hear what Coach Rulani is saying about the identity, because that defined us. That is what we are. That Mamelodi Sundowns identity. So I think if you go to these matches with the same identity, we have seen what the Sundowns way has done to the team, and we have won matches, difficult matches when we play Sundowns way. So if it's not broken,
don't fix it.
Thank you.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I think it's a great innovation that has come out, the African Football League. It's going to be extremely exciting. I think we're going to see the best on the continent, and we're going to be looking stylish.
There's a neutral jersey for us, and I think should give a lot of excitement to the players, because they will be looking differently. It's a matter of them delivering, because whether the kid is pink, whatever, doesn't matter.
It's hybrid, my brother, hybrid pitch. I get like a hybrid. When I told you, if I were to sign a contract, it says hybrid pitch player only.
I like the way you're dreaming. The reality says you're playing in Angola, in Luanda.
Yeah.
You're going to Luanda, so the reality says prepare for Luanda.
Yeah, and the heat.
The heat is there's summer now. Towards December.
Yeah.
I'm sure the boys will start training by 2:30 just to acclimatize.
Yeah. So we should train them like in a steam room, and like just to try. It doesn't work. Just to try and replicate the heat.
Doesn't work. Remember, on the day, it has to. It's adaptation. How you adapt to the heat. It's like you having to train in a hot sun and thinking when you go to vendor, you're going to just roll. It's impossible.
It's impossible, yeah. But remember, that also then speaks to arriving in that country earlier. So you have at least 2 or 3 days try and acclimatize. But with the congested fixture list, it becomes very difficult to that. Now we're arriving, game day -2?
Yeah. Well, that was going to work.
Yes.
Having to travel 2 days prior to the match, that was going to work. But now, like you say, the number of games and the conjunction of the match in between, that doesn't help you as a team.
Yeah.
Then you have to be robust in how you approach these matches. You have to make sure that each match you approach it with a mindset of saying, we don't drag it longer than 70 minutes. We must give others a chance so that they can finish it. Because then when you drag the match longer, the legs.
They start to speak. But you never complained about legs, eh?
Who?
You. Was that but in the gym, that's the only workout you used to do is legs.
Oh, well, I've never complained about legs. I was never that player because my game was based on endurance. So my endurance is I run a lot.
Yeah.
So with the maximum pace.
Yeah.
So my car was like that double engine car.
All right, I see you.
So Stapelo's one is the speed. So
yeah, it's not built to go long. It's built to quick burst. All right, looking forward to the game, especially it being in its infancy, being a debut year. I think is another trophy that we definitely need to display right here at Clorco.
Yeah, maybe school the viewers. So this match is 2-leg match.
It's 2-leg match.
So we're going to Angola.
We're going to Angola, then they will
come into Pretoria.
So it becomes very important, in fact, to win the one in Angola because, hey,
they are tricky because remember the last time they beat us in FNB.
Yes.
The quarterfinals.
Yeah. Then
we managed to draw in Luanda.
Yes.
They beat us here.
Yeah.
So I think we need to clear that out.
Definitely, yeah. All right, Masandawana, we're looking forward to your support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the page. Leave your comments, and we'll definitely be reading them out in the next episode. Pitchside Podcast. Thank you.